afternoon. Welcome to the workshop 3 speakers of the first day of the conference, Challenges, Opportunities, and Reflections on ELT. My name is Gabriela Peralta. I'm a student of the 6th semester in the English language teaching major in UNAE. I'll be responsible for hosting this presentation today. And I am glad to welcome Maria Luisa Vire Quesada and Luz Maria Parra Minchay. Maria Luisa Vire obtained a master's degree in applied linguistics to teaching English as a foreign language at the University of Cuenca and is about to publish an article from her master's studies. Luz Maria Parra works on her thesis to fulfill her studies and obtain a master's degree in teaching English as a foreign language at Espol Polytechnic University. Today they will present Remote Learning, Valuable Resources. You can write your questions, comments, or doubts on the comment section. And at the end of the presentation, they will answer questions from the audience. And now here's our guests, Maria Vire Quesada and Luz Parra Minchay. You may begin.
Good afternoon and welcome to this session. We are delighted to be here to give you this workshop on remote learning valuable resources. My name is Maria Luisa Vire Quesada, and this is my friend and colleague Luz Maria Parra Minchay. We are from Loja. We work at Unidad Educativa del Milenio Bernardo Valdivieso, the first public high school in Ecuador, founded 294 years ago. Our school is home to 3,620 students, spread in morning, afternoon, and evening sections.
We have prepared this workshop to fulfill the following objectives. The first one is to apply helpful and practical technological tools. And the second one, enrich our teaching practices within remote learning. So we will address the following agenda. We are going to present, we are going to start an opening with your interaction. Then we are going to explain about some technological tools that we have been using, and we will have some practice with some of them. We will end this workshop wrapping up the content provided, and we will have some time to answer your questions.
Before presenting the tools, we would like to have a short discussion about the challenges you have faced while teaching during this emergency. To answer this question, on the chat you will have a link to write down your ideas. We invite you to participate on this question, and let's take one minute for your participation. Now you have on the chat you have the link. You just click on it, and then you can write your ideas on the question. Okay, now I can see some of your answers. Thank you for participating. Okay. Okay. Thank you for your answers. Okay. Okay, thank you for your participation. Now, Luz Maria, here we have the participants' answers. Let's reflect on them.
Okay, Maria Luisa, thank you. I have been reading attentively to the audience, the message from the audience, and I have a confession to make. Maria Luisa, all the ideas that the participants share with us are similar to the ones that we shared in this time that we have to work during the pandemic. So we can conclude that all teachers have to rethink their instruction and adapt it to work remotely.
For these reasons, we wanted to collaborate and share some ideas that, or two tools that we have been working with our students. We will explain their applicability and the results we have gotten with our students. Now, the first tool, or in this case, the first platform, is Google Classroom, which is our institutional platform. And before using it, we had to sign up for a Google G Suite for Education account. And this means that this account ensures security and privacy. So it's only people who are connected in this account have access to Bernardo Valdivieso account. Also, we can use, with this account, we can use the tools and apps that Google offers. Now, to access Classroom, we do it from our Gmail. You go to Google Apps and you open Classroom. And then it will take you to the classes you have created. So here, this is one of my classes. And in each class, you have some options. The Stream tab shows you the announcement, the assignments, any activity you have done in this class. In the Classwork tab, you have all the assignments you have given to your students. And here you can create an assignment, a near-put assignment, a quiz assignment. You can add a question. You can attach material and resources. You can reuse a post from another class. You have the option to organize your assignments with the topic button. In the People tab, you have all the students who are connected to your class. The students can change or can use nicknames, so you can easily identify them. And here on Marks tab, you have all the students' grades. So you have all in one place, which allows you to keep track of the students' performance, and even you can download a spreadsheet to your device. Now, let's see how we create an assignment in Google Classroom. We normally click on assignment and it to this section. So here, what we normally do is to write the projects and the week name quickly, and the title, for example. I'm going to demonstrate. You can write instructions to your students here. And here you can add or create. You can add a document from Google Drive. You can add a link from any website. You can also add a file from your device, or you can share a YouTube video. You can create docs, slides, sheets, drawings, or forms. And here you set the marks. And in this option, you can assign the activities to all of your students or to specific students. Normally, we use this option with our students with special needs. And then finally, you have here the assign button. You can schedule your assignment. You can save it as a draft to edit it later, or you can just discard it. Once you assigned this activity, it will go immediately to the Stream tab. So another option that we have with this account is Google Meet. We use Google Meet to teach virtually. To access, we just click here. And then it will open your session. Here you have some options. Since we have this account, we can record our classes. We can use the whiteboard, which is Jamboard. We can add some extensions from Google Store. And well, the recording option, we use it when students didn't attend class, and you can easily share the link so they can see your explanation. Regarding extensions, you can use, for example, Google Meet or Meet List, call the roll. You can use stickers or reactions, emojis to praise the students' participation, or we normally use the extension mode to record our voice and give feedback to our students. And as you see here, we have some options to teach online with this account. Now, let me show you. Here we have some pictures of Luz Maria and me with our students using it. The next tool we want to show you is Jamboard, which is a whiteboard that allows you to create engaging lessons for your students. And to access Jamboard, we do the same as the Google Classroom. We go to Google Apps, and then we click on Jamboard. And it will take you to the jams that you have created. And here on this, to create a new jam, you can click on this button. But I have already created a Jamboard to explain you the features and the options. So the first thing I always do is to give it to write a name. And on this frame, you have the bar of options. For example, here you can use a pen. If you want to draw something, you can highlight what you draw. You can erase what you just draw. Also, you have the select option to move any objects in the frame. And also, you can even resize them. Now I see that some participants are on my Jamboard. That is really good. But then you will have time to participate. First, I will explain all the options, and then we will have a collaboration activity. And here you can add a sticky note. We really like this option. With the sticky notes, you can move the sticky notes, you can duplicate them, you can edit them and add different color, for example. And here, these are the options with the sticky notes. You can add an image from your device, from Google Photos, from the Google Drive, or you can just look for your image on Google, from Google directly. And here, let me write. I will select the picture of Jefferson Perez, and here I have a picture. Okay, I added a picture. Here on this option, you have shapes. So here, let's suppose you want to, you can duplicate them also. You want to work with your students in a Venn diagram, for example. And here you have a text box. You can add a text box on your frame. Now, for example, here, I'm going to, when you write something, it will give you more options. You can in the side of your text, you can change the color, or you can align your text. So these are some of the options you have so far. Here you have more options on Jamboard. You can rename the Jam. You can download as a PDF. You can save the frame as an image. You can remove it, and you can make a copy. Here you can clear your frame, or you can undo the option. But let's clear it to show you something that we really like about Jamboard. You can set the background of Jamboard. You can select any of them, but an option that that we have been using with Luz Maria is to add an image of a template. It's a pre-made image or template, and I can set it as a background. So let me show you here. I have this one. And you have here a template that I elaborate previously. To elaborate these templates, you can go to canva.com, and you write online whiteboards. And here you have some options, well, many options for your classes. And for example, let me choose this one. I select that template or whiteboard, and here you can edit it depending on the material or the topic you are presenting. You can download it as an image, and then you set it as the background of the Jamboard, and then it is ready to work with your students. For example, here I can add this Jamboard. I mean this word, this sticky note. So here you can let your students participate. Now you can also share the link with your students during the video call, or you can also use the Jamboard as a teaching whiteboard to explain any topic of your class. For example, here I have a question. I can start with a question, or normally I think we start with questions or with a picture, and we can display any material here. For example, I have included this template from Canva that I edit from Canva, and Then here you can add a text, for example. And you can ask for students to participate. You can copy their answers here about the text. Suppose that they say gold medal. If you ask them for words that they didn't know about the text, you always have the option to edit the sticky notes, or you can also change the text. And this is how you can work with setting the background of a pre-made template. And it's up to you with different materials depending on the topic. Now I'm going to show you some activities that you can use that you can work with your students using Jamboard. Here I have this frame. I can set, for example, I can set this background. This jump with the options of Jamboard. However, I copy this option from another web page that is called Cool Text. In cooltext.com, you can create a logo with any text that you desire, and then you download it as an image, and then you include it here on your frame. Another option, as I mentioned before, you can use a pre-made template from Canva. You have the option here on the frame bar. You can duplicate it, and for example, that's group number 2, and you can assign it to group number 3, for example. And here, with the small groups, you can assign one frame to each of the groups you have in your class, depending on the number of your students. Another activity that you can use with Jamboard is to label pictures. Here you can use the draw option and the text box, and the students can write the answer. The next activity is if you want to ask your students to classify any topic. Here I have an example of regular verbs and irregular verbs. The students just check the verbs and they include or use the sticky note and write the answer and place it on the frame. And one last activity that we normally do in Jamboard is the whole class collaboration activity with brainstorming, for example. So now, once you have created your Jam, you can share the link to your class during the video call or in the Meet session. And my suggestion is to always select the anyone with the link can edit. And you copy the link, you include it on the chat on Google Meet, or you can sign it as homework in Google Classroom. So now let's have some practice with the Jamboard. Those were some activities you can work with your students, but I'm pretty sure that you may create others. Okay, here we have a Jamboard, and on the chat, I'm pretty sure that you have the link of this Jam to collaborate on this Jam. It will be easier if you are from your laptop to include it in the Jam, because if you're in the cell phone, I think it asks you to write or to install the app. Sorry. So here, you are going to add ideas. Let's please listen to my instructions. You're going to add ideas using the sticky notes I have already created the sticky notes, and what you do is just you edit the sticky note. For example, you can, let's suppose this is one of my hobbies, and or if you want, you can come here and add your sticky note and place it everywhere you want. You can also have you have the option to add pictures, and let me just look for, oops, any picture, or something went wrong. Well, with this option in Google Images, you can add pictures also in the frame. So let's please brainstorm the word hobbies. I invite you to participate now. You may start now adding images, text, or pictures. Okay, I see some ideas. Thank you. Remember, you can use the tools that Jamboard offers: photos, images, or text boxes. You can change the color, you can resize the sticky notes. You can drag the images. Thank you. Okay, I see some of your ideas: dancing, reading. We have biking. Very good. Okay, reading, dancing. Cooking or preparing special dishes. So you see, this is how a whole class collaboration activity looks like. Thank you a lot for your participation. And this is how we have been using the app so far, and we hope you find them useful. I have people who is still participating. Thank you so much. Watching series. An instrument. Someone is using the pen. It's okay. Okay. So thank you for your participation. Now let me show you some pictures. If you want that your students finish the activity, you just switch or change the options here. You can make them just viewers, or you can just select restricted, or just here on viewer, and that's it. Thank you so much. And here, let me show you some pictures on how we use few examples. Here we have a brainstorming activity with video games. Here there is a label activity with world languages and daily routines. And here we have a warm-up activity with a prompt: today I am grateful for. So these are just a few activities. It depends on how you want to present the material and the topic. of your class, and then you can go creative with the Jamboard tool.
Are going to present and share with you is live worksheets. Live worksheets is a website where you can change a printable worksheet and you can change into a interactive worksheet. First, what you need to do is go to liveworksheets.com, and there you are going to create an account. I already have my account here. Here you have the option, you can create your own worksheets, or you can select from a variety of worksheets already designed by teachers from all over the world and adapt them according to your necessities. When we started using live worksheets, we created workbooks. Here I have, in this case, my workbooks. It means that the activities are, for example, I have divided here my classes. In these classes, I keep track of the activities that we develop with our students. Here you have all the worksheets that I have in my workbooks and I have assigned to my students. How are you going to add one worksheet to your workbooks? I'm going to show now that. So for example, my topic is about sports. I'm going to select this worksheet. If it looks to my content topic, I select it and I add to my workbooks. I select the class which I am going to use. In this case, I have this class, and I add this to my workbooks, and it is ready to be added to my students. If I have this activity, I have already assigned these activities to assign. I am going to go to my workbook again. I'm going to open this, and here you are going to find I have the worksheet that I to add to my workbooks, and I'm going to assign as homework. There I have the group, and I select. You can add for the whole class, or you can select just for some specific students. Here you have some options to allow the students to do the exercise after time limit, or you can select any of these options. You check for the due date. In this case, I can select for Friday. And here I can add the instructions. I can say complete the activities. And when I am ready with this, I assign to selected students. To verify if the students have done the activity, I click here and I go to my students. And there you have the class. This is the class that I was working with, so I'm going to check group results. There, I have all my students in order, and I have all the worksheets that I have already assigned them graded. And here is the live worksheet that I just assigned. What I like about live worksheets is that the students can see their grades immediately, and the teacher doesn't need to grade this, because as they are interactive, they are designed in a way that they grade by themselves. So here we are going to choose an activity just to show you how it works. The activity is connect the verse with the pictures, so I'm going to do or try to do this quite fast. I have had breakfast, have lunch, read a book, play soccer, do homework, and there. Let's imagine that the students finished to do this activity, so they click on finish, and they will have two options. The first one is check my answers, and the second, email my answers to my teacher. If they want to do this, what they need to do is complete the full name, the level, they include the subject, and here the teacher's email, and click send. But if the students, before sending the teacher, they want to, first of all, verify their answers, they can click check my answers, and here you have the worksheet is already graded. If the student wants to repeat this, they can practice as many times as they can. The teacher, to check the worksheets that their students sent, goes here and check my mailbox. And here, the teacher will find the worksheets delivered by the students, and they are already graded here. Now, currently, live worksheets has evolved and now has the option that can work with Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams. You can share them through WhatsApp, or you can download as a PDF document. As we are working with Google Classroom, I am working now, we are using now with Google Classroom, sending directly to that platform. How are you going to do is you select the worksheet, and you it works for my students, so I'm going to add, and I click here, add to Google Classroom. There, what you do is select a class, and here you are going to, let me see. You need to select the class, and here I have. I choose my class. I choose an action. I'm going to create an assignment, and I click go. When I do this, it immediately takes me to the Google Classroom platform. I set some instructions. I check how many points or how the marks that I'm going to assign. The due dates, I select the due date and the topic. In this case, I'm working with the project number 6, so we select this. Then to assign, you can assign them immediately. You can schedule for another day or another time, or you can save it as a draft in order to use when you consider necessary. This is how we have been using live worksheets, and here you have some examples of the workbooks and an activities done by our students. The next topic, or the next tool, is a user-friendly one, which is Nearpod. And Nearpod is a very interactive platform that you can include there. It's like a combination of different tools just in one presentation. So I'm going to show how you can use Nearpod. First of all, what you need to do is create an account. All the activities that I am going to explain now are activities that you can do in a free version. And there, until that we wait, as I told you, you need to create an account and you are going to have the option to do different activities. So here I have my account and I am going to show how to create a presentation using Nearpod. Also, you can classify here, depending on your classes. I have my classes here, and I am going to go directly to tell you how to create one. To create a presentation, you click on Create, and there you are going to have the following things. I have already created some of them, so I'm going to present an example and at the same time show. There we are going to wait for a moment, and there we have the presentation. As you can, as I told you, people you can to for content and also you for artists. I have already have content, and the other ones are about activity. What you have to create one is click here in other side, and here you have content and activities. In content, you can include a video, you can have a virtual reality trip, you can upload the PDF documents, you can create a slide, web content, Nearpod 3D, simulation, audio, gallery, etc. And we are going to create a slide. I am going to create a slide, so you can check here, you click here, and there you have the option to have a template. So there you select you video, an image or a GIF, or you can also upload some documents from your desk. Here you have the options to set a background. You can distribute the slide. In this case, I'm going to distribute in this way. You can add an audio for the students, and you have also the option to select any of these frames that you have here. So when you are ready, for example, I'm going to write here demonstration. Here I'm going to use, I'm going to continue using a text. So I say Nearpod, utilities, and here we have, in this section, you can add an image. I'm going to check Nearpod, and there you have options. I'm going to choose this image, and I click here, and there is my presentation. When I am ready, I click on Save. Then also you have the option of how to create Yeah, so it is the as you can see, I have PDF, collaborative board. Now I'm going to looking at that. Click here. Go to Atasas. You can create different activities to participate. Here, time to climb. You can use videos with Flipgrid, memo test, filling gaps, poll, draw. And this is like a collaborative board where students have the opportunity to build a community by sharing their ideas and opinions using images and words. This is something similar like Padlet. The idea is, as I told you, Nearpod is an integrator tool that you can have different activities and elements in just one presentation. And so when you are presenting live, you don't have to switch back and forth to different web pages. So when I am ready with this one, I am going to save this. And I'm going to continue with that. You can create your slides from Google Slides. Now I am going to show how you can connect Google Slides and Nearpod. I like to use Google Slides since I can use all the materials and the tools that also Google offers. So let me show how you get one. In this way, I have the pre-made one, and then I'm going to go. This was created in Google Slides, so at the moment that you click Edit, it is going to take me directly to Google Slides. And of course, I am going to have that connection, Google Slides and Nearpod, in just one simple step. The only thing that you have to do is click, let me wait a moment. Your presentation, ready to edit. You are going to click here, yes. I have already my presentation and I want to do something from Nearpod. I have already added here a poll. How you are going to do it? You click here, add-ons. And here you have the tools. They are going to have, you are going to have the same tools that appear in Nearpod are going to be here. So what you do is tools from Nearpod. Just let's wait for a moment and basically, I think that there are some internet connections. So I'm going. This is how you can add. You click on add-ons, go to the tools, and then you are going to find the same options in Nearpod. I'm going to go back to here. I see if I can add. I'm going to add a collaborative board. With the internet, but anyway, so here you are, and you include the questions. When you consider that this presentation is ready, you save and go to Nearpod, and you are going to have immediately the slides ready to work in Nearpod. Okay, so now I would like to present some tools that or some additional elements that Nearpod includes. Okay, yeah, there you have some elements. For example, elements that you have in Nearpod is including reports. You can include the reports from your classes. It's possible. So you have also there reports about Nearpod, and there is the library. The library is, if you can explore a little bit Nearpod, is that helps you to find different resources and materials that can help you to adapt to the topic and adapt to the activities that you are using. You can adapt depending on the situation. Okay. So I apologize for the internet connection. I don't know there was any problem, but I think I have the presentation that we have already worked with our. I expect, or I hope that you have already
Bueno, ya no puedo hacerle preguntas. Okay. Thank you. Thank you once again, Maria Vita and Luz Parra, for the great presentation. It was a pleasure to have you both with us, so this concludes the workshop. Thank you all for attending. We hope you have learned and enjoyed this presentation. Remember, There are poster presentation videos where you can find them both on the EVEA platform and on YouTube.